What is going on, everybody? Hello. Welcome back. It is Tuesday, October 8th, and we are now 1/4 of the way through October, which is not feeling like October at all. So, let me just get a charger here on my phone so that I can see what's going on and track some comments. And then we shall dive into where the markets are at, because Bitcoin did a little bit of a retracement yesterday. So we got, or today, I should say. Let me refresh this page because this does not seem right. There we go. 62.2 is where we currently stand for Bitcoin. ETH is still at around 2,400. When we look at the Splinterlands ecosystem, 0.77 for DEC. SPS is actually up 0.0077 as well. Vouchers continue their decline. Ooh, this was a steep drop off here. Check that out. And then Hive is back under 20 cents. Good news is we are lower on the DEC supply, circulating supply. So that's fantastic. We're continuing to see burns every day, which is always a good sign. Although keep in mind that I think there's still plenty of reward cards out there, and I don't know where we're at in terms of those reward cards. Let me see. Printing and distribution. Let's do reward. I think we were at like 13.8 million or something like that. Okay, so we're at 13.9 million. So it's moving. They're continuing to get burned. Sorry, let's do my second cup of coffee here. Decaf though, I want to say I'm fully decaffeinated at this point. For anybody that's following along, I am now down to just 2 cups of decaf per day, which would be great to like completely remove it, but I do enjoy the morning morning routine or ritual. So unless I can find something else to drink, and I'm open to suggestions. Right now, I'm just gonna keep it. It's just black coffee. It's like so dumb. Like if I knew that I would be doing this 5 years ago, I would have laughed at myself. That it's like, here I am. You're drinking black decaf coffee. Why? You're not getting any of the benefits of caffeine. You're not getting any of the benefits of like it tasting good. So why are you doing this? Why do I do this to myself? I don't know. I mean, especially on like my second cup, right? I could throw something in here. In the mornings, I usually like to do a little bit of intermittent fasting, right? They say black coffee doesn't mess you up there. But now, I had lunch before this podcast or before this live stream, so I hopefully won't be running off too quickly. Let's see. Where else are we at on this? So we're continuing to burn cards. 13.9 million. Poor Gargoyle Lions are at 1.2 million right now. But there's still so many more. Look at all these BCX. It's kind of nuts to me. It is kind of nuts to me. All right. So let me jump into the chat here because we got folks coming in. All right. So why not? It says chop chop. Let's go. Sorry, I know I started a little bit late. That's because I was warming up my coffee. My bad. Afternoon, Ike. What's happening? Still morning here, technically, but we're getting there. Good day, Tails. What's up? Good chat with you last night, man. Oh, and if you guys haven't watched the video from Tails, just to follow up our conversation from last night, he put out a great one. Was it this morning or late last night? I listened to it this morning. All right. Burning Elk is in the house. Legends should be interesting. Hopefully sales are as good as the DAO needs as much as it can get. Yeah, I didn't realize. I thought that there was gonna be a maintenance today, but there wasn't. And then 2, I didn't realize. I should have that it was in the afternoon. So we're not really going to see anything because I'm not going to stream that long. Let's see, Legends. Yeah, it starts in 3 hours and 28 minutes, so 3 p.m. here my time. And just for context, again, in case we need to come back to this, but we are at 113.6 million when it comes to DEC that's been spent. Now I'm curious, you know, how's is this AJ Brockman? How's he gonna do? Bubkey, Deuce Crypto, are they all going heavy on this? What's the deal? I forgot the cards. Can we go take a look? Delia was one they changed her up. I do like the double strike as well as reflection shield. I think that makes actually for, I mean, the abilities here are very synergistic. So she's great for ranged only, and then she's also great as a back tank with the dodge and backfire. But, you know, she'll probably be going up against Night Stalker. I mean, this card with the blast, execute, sneak, oof. And what's interesting is that he's slightly slower than a lot of the other sneak cards out there. Like I'm thinking Silent Xavi, you could pair him with, actually, how fast does Tenyi Striker get? Basically, what I'm trying to get at here is he might get closer to the executes from time to time if he's not going first. All right, sorry, I got distracted. Where are we at? Kazrak's here. Kazrak, it's been a minute since I've seen you on a live stream. Hope all is well. Should be quite a bit better than round one. Better cards, better abilities at max. Yeah, let's hope it pushes people in that direction. Vlogging says, I usually miss the second stream because of the time difference, but now I watch the whole recording because of Cryptomancer. Which second stream are you talking about? Are you talking about the stream from last night? Well, thanks for tuning in. Yeah, I mean, I haven't done too many double streams, although I wouldn't mind doing that. You know, I was not planning on streaming last night, and then you can thank Cryptomancer because he reached out and wanted to hang, and I was like, you know what, I need to get off my ass. I've been wanting to do this for a while, so thanks, Cryptomancer or Cryptmancer. Old age sophistication, I suppose so. I agree with a lot of your points in the video. Improving the economy would go a long way to improving the game. I just traded some DEC for Legends. What does that mean? It's not available yet. Here's the thing, though. I think the impact has already been felt. So I don't know that it's going to move the needle much on DEC because everybody who's planning to buy should have bought already, right? I mean, are they waiting for it to go lower to buy in? Or are they just not caring about the 23-ish% discount and they're just going to use credits? I wonder what will end up being the case. But either way, as I was saying earlier, I mean, we're chugging along here, burning through DEC. The supply is not getting higher, so that's a good sign. And that's with consistent card burns. But man, there's just so much BCX out there. So much BCX out there that we need to burn through. I wish we could find something for all these cards. Find a way to get these cards out of the mix. All right, so Rebellion, we're under 1.8 million packs available now. We still have some time for me to hit my goal, which is the 1.5 million. I don't know if that happens. I don't know if that happens unless Bitcoin really starts to take off. I know we have 2 months. 2 months and what? Roughly 10 days. In fact, let's check this out. Shout out to Brave Tofu, who's been tracking pack sales on a weekly basis. So if you've not checked this out, he's doing the KPIs every week. But I wanted to check something else. Here we go. So what's today? The 8th. 1787. And I'm not tracking anything on a regular basis. 1787, 212. 1787, 212. So we've sold almost 200 packs today, which is interesting. 200-ish. I don't know. But here we go. The 19th is when we are going to both have the end of conflicts as well as get under 19th and 28th will be when we're under 19 or 1.5 million packs. So the key here is, let's see, because how much have we sold? 881 plus 73. I'm gonna try and do this math in my head. So it's 884 and then 954. So we'll just say 5. We need 550 packs. 550,000 packs. Which means I'm gonna be looking right here. Sorry, I know this is probably not zoomed in enough, but so on the 27th, no, the 26th, that's like a couple days before Thanksgiving, right? We need some massive momentum by the 26th at the very latest. Otherwise, I'm not going to hit my goal. And even at that point, it would have to be like we buy pretty much every pack from there on up. Now, here's the thing: if we were to buy 500,000 packs, I mean, this date would move up significantly. Since we're here, I'll just share the wild permit data with you guys. So this is, I think as of this morning. So I know we're, how many days into the season? Are we more than halfway? Oh, only 5 days left. This is a really short season. Why is that? This is only going to October 13th? 14th? Huh. But we have only 2,400, 2,443 wild pass purchases, which is down 155 from last month. Granted, I don't know how people still buy late into the season. So we're moving that direction. All right, let me jump back to the chat here. Berniano says, I agree with a lot. Oh wait, we covered this. Improving the economy will go a long way. Yeah, you know, I'm with Tails on that. I've been saying for a while, like, here's the thing. I do appreciate what they're doing for new player experience. So I do want to say that, like, I think the game looks significantly better. My issue is that it seems as though it's taken like a disproportionate amount of resources and time. Okay, let's see. Kazakh says, I'm usually not around during the streams, but I caught the flu, so I have time. Oh man, well, that's a terrible reason for you to be here, but I'm glad you are, and I hope you feel better soon. Vlogging says not available yet, but soon, so better to have DEC already. Oh, gotcha. Okay, so see, that's what I'm saying. People have their DEC already. I don't think that this is going to move the market much. I mean, we're going to lock up potentially another 100 million in the Dow. But does that really matter when we're printing millions per day? Oh my gosh, look, people are just, land is at 1.47 now. A lot of folks just not happy with that. Where does this game go, man? Our Burning Elk says we need a card burn mechanism that does not result in DEC inflation. You know, I was thinking about that today. And I was trying to work on a video for you guys specifically about that. Mainly, I was thinking through, again, like 15 months ago when Aggie was still trying to hype up Land 1.5 and talking about how Land was going to have some kind of like infinite card staking. And then we also heard like guilds might offer some kind of infinite card staking. I don't know. It's like, I mean, the harsh way to say it is like, it's a bunch of like promises and hype and stuff that never came to pass. And you can make excuses, probably valid excuses as to why, you know, they were never focused on. But I agree. I mean, we didn't have a card burn event. We didn't have any of that infinite card staking implemented. I think that there's an opportunity with guilds. It's just guilds are not getting shown any love, and land, it's not on the six month time frame here, so we're not going to get anything like that between now and then. But I would love to see an infinite card staking thing get thrown in for guilds. And I'm wondering if people would be down for just like having, like, I'm trying to think of what other guild benefits there could be that you don't have to like add stuff or add a building or whatever. I mean, I guess this would end up being a building. Sacrificial altar. Kazrak says, I'm willing to bet that we'll get closer to 200 million to the DAO than 100 million this time around. Interesting. Okay. Rare one is a must have, and legendary is also really good. That is quite the bold prediction. I hope you're right. I'm just not seeing it in the data right now. We're not seeing it represented appropriately in the marketplace. I mean, unless DEC up 0.8% today is that. But you know, there's also, it's like there for 2 weeks, so there's also no rush. I can understand people like not necessarily wanting to grab it right at the beginning. All right, so Vlogging says, considering the NPE, I think it's at least good to have the game in the App Store. If it's not there yet, I don't game on phone though. Yeah. I don't disagree with that. I mean, I'm excited for the idea of them finishing up the mobile version and then being able to wrap that as an app. That does sound good. Ooh, Sudion with an interesting question here. Worst case scenario, are you going to ride this game till the bitter end? Or are you contemplating on pulling out at some point? I mean, I'll be honest, there's no way I ride this thing to zero. I'll take whatever I can get out of it if I know that it's going down. If that answers your question. But, I do wonder, like, so I don't think, and again, I have no idea what's going on behind the scenes, guys. I'm just purely speculating here. It's just hard for me to see a scenario in which the game goes offline, right? Barring any like crazy stuff that happens in the world. I think Matt has become incredibly conservative with their, revenues to expenses. I think if he needs to thin the herd a little bit more, he'll do that and just keep on going. I guess what I'm trying to say is, I don't think that there's going to be like a situation where we all log in one day and it's just like, oh, sorry, the game is offline, and that's that. I don't know if it's pride or control or whatever the case is, but I could even see a situation where if the company was in like dire need, they'd take on the funding or get bought out by a studio. And here's the thing. Maybe I'm wrong about this, because I'm not in that position to really like evaluate. But I do think that there is something here. To me, there's a proof of concept that's already here in Splinterlands with like an incredibly loyal, passionate, and spending, right? Customer base. Like just last month, people spent 100K. This month, we might spend another 100K, right? On this Hall of Legends promo. I have to imagine that there's a scenario out there that, again, Matt would have to choose to take the lifeline, but there's a scenario out there in which a company would scoop things up, keep the lights on, and say, hey, all right, now we're in control, so we're gonna, maybe change things around, and we're gonna take a better direction with the game. But we don't want to let the fact that you have, probably a couple thousand hardcore diehard fans, you have assets and a whole code base built on a blockchain, right? Like to me, there's still value in the game if I was evaluating this from like a VC perspective. And I know VCs like to get in early on, projects that haven't launched anything. But like, if there was an opportunity here to be like, oh, we can take like the existing code base, we can take all the existing assets. Like, there's a game here that people like playing. There's a game here that had a proof of concept in 2021 and then continued in that direction for the next couple of years. We can throw some money at this and turn it into something different, right? We can make a Marvel Snap out of this, right? I don't know. That's just my thought. I'm probably being optimistically naive or naively optimistic. But it would seem, if there are companies interested, and the only reason that they're not going in is because they don't like the terms, or Matt doesn't like the terms that they're offering, then I would guess that, the terms would drastically change. And I don't know what that would mean for us, right? Maybe they port it over to like a Web 2 version of the game or something. I don't know. I'm not saying that it would be beneficial for us necessarily, but I do think that there's value here still. Horace, did you guys go over when Matt is dropping his game-changing NPE? Must be groundbreaking. Lost 80% of the player base. Can't wait to see this amazing NPE. You guys have any info on the NPE? I mean, they did not give a time frame, except that it's later and later and later. Thinking back to the down hall, I think that was one of the direct questions asked. The only takeaway that I had from it was the fact that they wanted to finish the mobile site and then wrap it into an app. The other part of that, which I did cover as well in my video, was like they're just really getting started on understanding the new player experience. So that to me is like, okay, well, you can't spend marketing dollars until you analyze why players are not sticking around, what makes them tick, right? And then fix those. So, this whole idea of us spending on marketing to bring in players by the end of the year, I think that dream's dead at this point, sadly. Which sucks, man, because it's like, I'm not saying like, in fact, I can empathize with the fact that I'm sure Matt's job is incredibly difficult right now. But part of it still feels like same old, like we thought that NPE at the beginning of this year, we thought NPE was going to be out by summer, right? Take 6 months or so. Then in the summer, it got pushed to Q4, and now we're squarely in Q4, right? October is the first month of Q4, and I don't see a situation in which we start marketing the game this year. Maybe I'm wrong, and maybe they're closer than he's letting on. But even in the down hall, he said that they're talking to some folks. But even still, that person needs to come on, get onboarded, understand the ecosystem, which maybe there's somebody that's adjacent to this, right? Maybe there's somebody who's from the community that has experience in this. And so, it makes sense and everything clicks. Even still, even if that was the case, that person could come on board tomorrow. You have a situation where they're just exploring why players are staying or leaving. So that to me is going to take some time to process and then plug the holes. And maybe they can do that in a month. I don't know. But I'm no longer optimistic about that. Vlogging says, today I was thinking of finally buying some new parallel cards, but the base chain selection on OpenSea was not impressive. Couldn't find Catherine's Rallying Cry, which would be my next buy. Oh, actually, we saw this on the base chain yesterday. It was going for like $60. Let's see. OpenSea.io. Let's talk about something parallel. Something that'll make us a little bit happier. It's Planet Fall, right? Okay, so what you want to do is go to Planetfall base. You know, I should have done this on my other computer. It would have been easier. Let's go to Markolian. I think it was trading for about $60. Let's see. Catherine's Rallying Cry. There it is. Catherine's Rallying Cry for 0.0246 ETH. Yeah, $60. And you can use up to 3 in your deck. And there's 3 trading for about $60. Yeah, liquidity's not that deep in the $60 range, but it's not bad. I would recommend looking into the bond program that Tails talked about last night. That's something I think I'm going to check out. All right, iHorse says, we have waited a effing year and it lost so many players and Matt lied to everyone. He doesn't have an NPE. He lied 100%. I'm sick of his lies. Okay. Just don't threaten him here on the channel because that's not cool. Blockchain Project says, once BTC is about at all-time highs on a monthly scale, everyone will be moon boys about SPL. Yeah, no, I agree. You know, so there's a couple folks on here, which I love to entertain because I think they keep it real, even though I know that they're trolling. I don't want to ever be in like an echo chamber, but you know, like iHorse, Joffrey, Nicola, Andrew, something, right? They're always detracting from the game, and I'm very curious because not that I want to like come back and like rub it in their face, but like let's say SPS does hit some stupid number. I want to know what they have to say then. I'll just be really curious to see what they have to say at that point, because it's like, here's the thing, like it's valid complaints, so I don't want to take anything away from that, but sometimes I wonder if it's all right. Yeah, the game's dead. Blah blah blah. Right. So what happens when if it does research? Let's be honest about that. Matt says, or sorry, iHorse says, you all let Matt get away with this. Flood him with complaints. What a jerk. Joffrey says NPE was one-click set rentals on old steel core cards and bronze. What a freaking joke. See, like something like that, I don't disagree with Joffrey on. Why even now is there still not a way for somebody to come in and rent a max Chaos Legion set? Why is it only bronze? Not even silver or gold or whatever. Why do we still not have that available? And I don't know what the appetite or demand would be for that, but like if you wanted to come in and be competitive from the get-go, renting a bronze level deck will help you understand the game, but it doesn't necessarily make it easy for you to, you know, get all the cards that you need. Ikey. Matt lost 80% of the player base and lied to save his butt. That's a terrible CEO. See, I will push back on this though, because you're assuming 80% of the player base was actual players. I look at it differently than you. Now, I'm not going to sugarcoat it and say that we didn't lose players. I'm sure that we did lose a significant amount of players, but I look at it as Matt effectively fought bots the way that he wanted to, which is not like the banhammer. Even though we're still doing the banhammer in modern, he essentially designed the economy. It took 2.5 years, maybe just 2 years, but we got here. And now you can see what the real player base looks like. Jim Morgan's in the house. Let's go. Snowball says, get Weirdbeard to do the marketing. What's Weirdbeard up to these days? Weirdbeard, I hope you're doing well. Dragon, howdy everyone. NPE should be broken down into smaller, more manageable pieces, like most grand plans. Joffrey, I think you said this about your Catherine's Rallying Cry. Well, somebody might want to buy it. You never know. Jim. All right. Fragsmania says, any news about the marketing? Can't the DAO start his own marketing campaign by hiring influencers and stuff? Yeah, sure. But the DAO is broke now. All of our money is essentially earmarked for specific things. So I don't know. I don't know where we'd spend and how we'd spend. Also, it just doesn't make sense. Like, I get it. Like, the team wants to, shore up the game, and then I don't know what kind of marketing they're going to do or what kind of PR they're going to do. And I made a joke about this last night, and I'll probably end up making a video about it too, because I've been thinking about it. But I think that they should take whatever money we have from, the Hive DAO, like what was it, roughly 500. It's not exactly 500, but we should take that, and the team should just buy a ton of SPS and move the price of SPS up. In fact, hold on. I want to have some fun with this, see if it's worth even doing a video later for. But if we were to buy... Well, let's see. Hold on. HBD. No, hold on. Let's do it this way. Swap.hive. Let's say Hive is 20 cents. So I'm going to do the math real quick. So 500, let's just say 400,000. 400,000 divided by 0.2. That's 2 million Hive tokens. Holy moly. All right. So if we wanted to trade 2 million Hive tokens, and I know this is not how it works, guys. Just if they wanted to trade 2 million Hive tokens, they could buy 17 million SPS. It would move SPS up by almost 200%. So we'd be at, or 0.75. So we'd be at like 2.25 cents. Granted, I know this is not the only pool, so things would normalize out, but still. How would you guys feel about a 2-cent SPS? That's shockingly low, though, for them to buy that much. And it's only 18 million. But the better question is, how much is actually liquid? So you have 507 million liquid SPS. So that's not even like 10%. But more specifically, if we go to, like, let's go to the pools here. I mean, that's interesting. Oh, I didn't sell my vouchers today. That's too many vouchers to have. I should really sell them. I usually don't like holding more than one voucher at a time. Okay, where am I at with this? Joffrey says, Weirbeard is pushing shopping carts at Kruger's. I don't think so. Keith says, hopefully there's a real NPE improvement endgame and not just a buzzword used to describe something that's different than the old, and not another buzzword like the words holistic. Okay, fair enough. iHorror says, everyone get on Matt for his NPE. He promised it. I'm asking for what he offered. Nothing more. WTF is wrong with everyone. Hold them accountable. It's real money. Dude, you have to stop spending money in this game, iHorse. I mean, look, I'm not a financial advisor, and you shouldn't listen to anything I have to say, but close your fucking wallet, dude. Sorry for my French there. And the only reason I say this is because I'm trying to genuinely care about you, because you come with comments like this, but then you also come with comments from time to time, maybe not in a while, of like, oh, I bought some stuff, right? I bought some assets in game. I don't know, maybe that was like a month ago, a couple weeks ago. And I'm just like, dude, stop spending real money on this game and then complaining about it not going anywhere. I have not spent anything significant in this game in a very long time, right? Because I don't know where it's going. As much as I love the game, I don't know where it's going. And I believe in the team, and I believe in what they're trying to build. to just stop spending money on here. That would be my biggest piece of advice, which, you know, again, I'm just some random dude on the internet. All right, Ike says only use what you can afford. Vlogging says, I didn't know you have to select Planetfall separately. Explains a lot. Well, it wasn't Planetfall separately, but there's two different collections. There's Planetfall on the main net for Ethereum, and then Planetfall for Base. So yeah, all investments can lose. NP is not a real thing. It was a lie. I'm calling Matt on his BS. Good luck. Brazen Blake is here. Hello, what's going on? Could have made more. That's what I would say. It won't happen, bro. All they do is sales. Oh, that's how it works. Wasted meta we could use to make new cards on land when nobody was here. WTF is wrong with this company. What would you like to see them do? So if they don't do any sales, what would you like to see them do? Let's get into problem solving mode here. I want to understand what iHorse would do as CEO. You boot Aggie, you boot Matt. Where do you take the game from here? I gather you don't run a business. Well, that's what I'm trying to get at, Ike. I want to know the business acumen, so we know if somebody who has, you know, understands running a business can jump in and analyze the situation and then come up with a solution. Vlogging says saying that Matt lost a player base is like saying Biden conjured the hurricane. I don't know, man. I'm just kidding. Somebody was like, dude, they can control the weather, blah, blah, blah. Like they have all the stuff. And then like the response was, well, then why are they using it on their own people? All right. Matt lost 80%, 100%. Lost players 100%. Where have you been? It's well known. Okay. See, stuff like that. Like, come on, let's have an actual conversation about this. You want me to engage? I'm engaging with you. Lost the players 100%. You're still here. I'm still here. So let's not be hyperbolic and let's come up with solutions. And then I'll tell you what, dude, if there's a great solution here that you provide that people think is a fantastic idea, I think someone will fund a DAO proposal trying to make it happen. Go write a blog if you need to vent. Says Trickin. Get it off your chest, just not here. The game is very frustrating. And remember, Aftertown, I told you all we would end up here and broke. I told you so. I complained 100 times on all the bad decisions and they didn't listen. Okay, so tell me, what should they have done? And here we are. I could have personally saved this game. They made 100 bad decisions in a row. Again, I'm trying to catch up to your comments here. So I want to know what your roadmap is. So iHorse, why are you still playing? All right. If they would want to push a token price, then they should go for DEC. DEC at peg is what makes this whole thing go. Yeah, but the problem with that, Kazrak, is DEC is more F than SPS is at this point. That's the biggest issue that we have, because DEC still has, again, not unlimited, but damn, a lot of faucets when it comes to the reward cards. So hear me out. This is a different approach that I'm suggesting, where we reverse engineer the flywheel, because I say DEC is gonna take care of itself, right? But what happens if you're able to get SPS through whatever, you know, locking up SPS in the DAO, giving it direct utility, blah, 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 right? Again, you're using financial manipulation here. Not like shady stuff, but like things to actually get utility to this token, get it off of like liquid exchanges or whatever. SPS goes to 3 cents. You and all your buddies at the top of the leaderboard, I mean that nicely, right? You like everybody who's winning stupid amounts of SPS right now, all of a sudden you're burning DEC for energy. So we're reverse engineering the flywheel here by actually shooting SPS up to the moon. And then because the rewards end up being so good, you want to buy more of that, right? Or sorry, you want to earn more of that. So you start burning DEC to earn more. Now here's the thing. Well, is there a risk that, you know, people sell off SPS? Sure, there is, but we haven't actually seen that as much as I thought we would. Granted, could that change in the future? Absolutely. The higher the SPS price goes, I would imagine there would be more, sales, more selling pressure on it. And who knows, like the people that bought in at like half a penny who wouldn't want to walk away with like a clean 5x when it's at 2.5 cents, right? Take some risk off the table. But either way, I think that there's an opportunity to reverse engineer just because DEC is such I'll take Bejangles' word. It's such an albatross, right? There's just so much of it out there, and there's so much of it that can come into existence, whereas we don't have that. We don't have that with SPS. All right, iHorse says, how many years did I complain? 2 years straight. Those 2 years, they lost the whole game. Bad decision after bad decision. I'm an adult. Why do you let people steal your money? I haven't. Why have you? Stop spending money here. Burning Elk says, a bunch of chaos packs have been opened in the last few days. Yeah, I saw that. Hold on. Let me call him later. All right, so it's legally considered a scam at this moment. Splinterlands is a scam until proven different. I think it works the other way around. But I'm open to hearing. But again, I'm engaging, so I'm open to hearing why you would consider this a scam, because I don't know the legalities behind it. To be honest, all I care about now is Off the Grid. I know, and this is why I need a PS5. Or did somebody say that it's coming to Xbox soon? Because I was talking with Tails last night about Off the Grid, and he said his computer couldn't handle like the frame rates and all that. And I imagine my computer is even older, so I would need an actual decent console. Wow, so much negativity, says Fragsmania. I know, Fragsmania, the first time you come back to the live stream, and yes, I noticed. Thanks for coming through. First time you come back in a while, and a lot of negativity. There usually isn't this much, but today we're having fun with it. I have hundreds of NFTs. I'm rich when it's released. Ira says, I complain and spend constantly. Okay, this is what I'm trying to say. Stop spending. First and foremost, just stop spending. Because it's hard to take you seriously if you say I complain and I spend. Because it's like this is the definition of insanity, where you keep doing something expecting it to change. All right. So I bought the right to complain. Okay, well, I seem to have more faith than you. You know what's funny? Financially, you do have. So now, now the roles are reversed. You should be trying to sell me on Splinterlands. Why should I stay? Ever hear Warren Buffett praise a company? No, then he invests. All right. Buy more, I think, says Mystic Force. Sudion says, I'd say let's do more hive posts and bring the money into the game. I mean, that's not a bad idea. I mean, they're trying to encourage more of that. So take your earnings and go for it. All right. So Ghostly BG says, I'm definitely voting for iHorse as the new SPL CEO. I mean, you know what? Sure, I'm with you. Let's see. Salt mine is real today. Yeah, I know. Brazen Blake says, I would like to see them focus on a release for whales only for the next 6 months and new player onboarding for the next 12 months. What's a release for whales? Is that like the mini set? iHorse for president. He might sack everyone though. Oh, we went crazy from SPL CEO to president. I don't know if you want to be in that race. They're shooting presidents these days. Brazen Blake says, whales want to throw money, so let them. Focus on them for the near-term income. Fair enough. Guten Tag, International Travel Channel. Thanks for being here. Bolts, same to you. Hello, amigos. All right, so Iris, number one, have deadlines for the devs. That's an industry standard. Why are we late on any project? Put a clause in the contract so there's a penalty for being late. Is that so? I'm asking this because I don't know, but is that standard too? Right? Are there penalties for developers if they don't deliver on time, outside of like getting fired? All right, so new player onboarding should take lead over land, as we obviously need a bigger player base. I don't disagree with that. I've said many times before, I think land should have been dropped. All right, so Brazen Blake says, lastly, I will again suggest Splinterlands TV without all the giveaways. We lost a lot of actual people over it closing down. Yeah, that's true. Bro, I'm trying my hardest, man. I'm streaming every day now on here and on Twitch. But look, Twitch is dead. There's only one person watching on Twitch right now. I don't know that we get them back. Bolt says, nice, we got iHorse in Dallas. Number 2, put league caps back. I mean, you know what's interesting about this, Joffrey, is many people are behind it. Yet when it was voted on, it got voted down from a stake-weighted perspective pretty badly. And I wonder if there's an opportunity there to dig a little bit further into the data. I'm on your side on this one, just to understand it better, right? Because it's like, sure, a couple whales didn't like it. The poll got nuked, or the pre-proposal got nuked down. So from a stake-weighted perspective, I understand it. But how many people in the long tail, right, the folks that would spend 10, 20, $100 a month, right, on this game, how many people would that potentially bring back or bring in if we had league caps? My suggested alternative, because I don't think you're going to win this battle, but my suggested alternative is to have a separate league, like another format, like a lower league format, like a JV format, which doesn't get into, like, maybe it just goes up into silver. Because I think playing in, bronze, silver are like competitive enough. And maybe that could be like where new players go and test things out. And there are rewards there that are allocated, but it's not 5 million SPS a month. In fact, I think it shouldn't be more than 1/10, right? So you just have a small amount of SPS being given out there, and people can kind of go play in this junior varsity league. Now, the one thing that you might struggle with is match liquidity, but we have liquidity bots. Team could easily run those. So the only thing is, how would you format it? Is it wild JV League? Is it modern JV League? Is it only Rebellion JV League? I don't know. Like, who is it catering to? Is it catering to new players? Or is it catering to old players or all players that don't want to spend money to play at the highest levels? iHorse says, and get a listing for the token. Also get off Hive Chain. I can go on. Yeah, I'm not as big on the listing anymore. So many of these exchanges, stuff that I hear, not just Splinterlands related, but other stuff that I hear is like very predatory. And if you're not flush with cash and willing to like pump the hell out of your token, doesn't seem like it'd be worth it. Get off of Hive Chain. You guys know where I stand on that. I was campaigning for it until it was said that it wouldn't be happening, and then I figured I'd save my breath. Joffrey says, stop talking in hypotheticals. Don't tell me what to do. Bolt says, legendary Joffrey Jones too. We just need... Oh, where's Alex T? Yeah, where is Alex T? He just commented on one of my videos recently. LOL Bolt. If the game's so dead and buried, look how much they've spent on the game buying cards and packs over the last month. Yeah. It's on Xbox and PS5 and PC. So Joffrey, because I'm not. Is Off the Grid out yet, or is it only like you play on the weekends? Like it's not actually available. Because I've been wanting to take my gaming to the next level. I'm not much of a gamer, but I appreciate the fact that people here love to hang out and game. So I do want to do more gaming, even if it's traditional Web 2 stuff. So PS5 would be kind of fun. I'm looking for a gift for myself. So Pomp says, after sound for CEO. Dude, I don't think I would want that job. Because I don't think it's as fun as you guys think it is. Because Matt's clearly not having fun. Having to, adjust salaries and let people go and deal with all this paperwork and stuff. I'd love to be in product design. But so would Matt, and I would rather be in product design. So you know what? If I have to be CEO so that Matt can get back to product design and get cool stuff into the game, then you know what? I'll do it. All right, this is an awesome stream. I can't wait for Splinter Fest 2025. Should we start planning that? You know, I don't know where things are at with. I'll be honest. I don't know where things are at with Darkest Night. He and I, like, we were talking about some gaming stuff recently, and I think he's genuinely done with Web3 gaming in general. He's like, you know what? When it comes to games, he's like, I just want to have fun. I don't want to think about like the money involved and it going up and down in price and all that. And he loves games, right? So for him, it was never about the money, right? He does well for himself. And I wonder if just like the constant focusing on like asset values up and down and blah, blah, blah. And the team always, you know, struggling to put out new features and such was just, you know, too much for him. So he's going to go back to tested and true and tried and true things. So the reason I bring that up is because, you know, I was talking with Keys recently about doing another After Dark Fest later this year. But I think an After Dark Fest probably wouldn't be like Splinterlands focused the way that it was before. We'd probably just get together and hang out. So actually doing some kind of like meetup for Splinterlands would be fun. I still think Philadelphia would be cool because I think Matt could come out at that point. I had talked to him about it on one of the town halls or town squares a while back. I think it was last year, shortly after we did After Dark Fest. But this year just didn't seem like the year to do it. Next year seems like it could potentially be a better year for it, especially if, you know, Bitcoin and the market and all that starts taking off. So, question is, when to do it? So, okay, first thing is when to do it. Secondly is where to do it. I think Philadelphia would make sense, but I'm open to anywhere. And again, this isn't going to be like some sanctioned sponsored like event. I'm just thinking it'd be cool like for us to all meet up. And then what's fun is that we could actually like set up ghost card tournaments now that they're available to everybody and just play and have a good time. Hang out, chat Splinterlands, chat crypto. Hopefully we're in the throes of a raging bull market at some point next year. Maybe play off the grid. Who knows? All right. International Travel Channel after sun for CEO. Let's go. Oh gosh. Yeah. Let's hope this doesn't gain momentum. Vlogging says, I just revenge bought this prime dump. I very much believe it's going to 10x from here. Every time it drops $1, I'm buying the same amount as long as it goes to 0 to the moon. It dropped under $9, right? Man, you know, I like, not that I'm trading prime, but I did think about taking some off the top when we were over $10. And I was like, oh, maybe I can take a little off and then buy back cheaper. I wish I did. Because we're at what? 886 now? No, hold on. Let me open this up. 878. Oh, it keeps going down. Yeah, I mean, I don't know about... Well, when you say 10x, I guess that would be like $80, 80, $90. Yeah, I can see that happening. I'm curious though, because we didn't see as much of a massive spike for like when Planetfall went, sorry, not Planetfall. Yeah, no, when Planetfall went live. But you know what? When is Aftermath releasing? Does anybody know? Hold on. Let me see if I can ask. Brave here. When is Aftermath for Parallel releasing? Oh, actually, it's not the release. It's the sale. Unless somebody knows this, then that would be fantastic. Aftermath is a micro set released on May 12th. Okay, this is not right. Oh, let's go to the Parallel blog. See if they have it there. How do I go to the most recent one? Open Beta Season 8. Maybe they haven't announced it yet. Last year they did it on the last weekend of October. Let's see if there's anything for Aftermath. And yes, every time I say Aftermath, I think of Dr. Dre. All right. Well, I guess never mind, unless somebody has that info. All right. So all whales run max decks. So of course they don't care about league caps. They're just too short-sighted to care. So Go CBG, you're in the camp for bringing back league caps. I agree. League caps were nice, and I think that there is a place for them. But I don't know if the place for them is in ranked. Now, I want there to be more value for league caps than just brawls and tournaments. And so that's what I'm trying to think of, like, because I would have been in like the gold league cap, for example, right? And the truth is that, like, to go from gold to diamond is like 2xing your cost in the game. But I think if you just go up to silver, I think we should add another format. I don't know what that looks like yet, but I think we should add another format and have it be only, you know, up to silver. And maybe that's a format. I know I'm making it more complicated at this point. Maybe that's a format that like changes it up. And so like every season it's like different things allowed, right? So you'll always have like Rebellion available, but maybe like one season it's like Wild completely. The next season it's Rebellion and Chaos. The next season it's Rebellion and Untamed, right? And so that gives value to a lot of the older cards that are not at the premier level, like max levels. So let's say somebody only has like I don't know, like a level 2 kitty, and they're not going to go and buy like a max kitty, but that level 2 kitty is just kind of sitting there not doing much, right? Well, now all of a sudden it's just like, okay, well, they can still do something with it. Aggro runs Hive, that's why they can't leave. It's always been like that. Actually, I don't believe that's true. Aggie does not run Hive. In fact, I think most of Hive does not care for him. That's is the understanding that I have. So Blockchain Product says DAO should organize in-person SPL battle championships throughout community leaders around the world. Doesn't have to be expensive. Dude, this is the one thing. This was to me, and I know a lot of people are not. A lot of people might feel differently about Weirdbeard, but he's the only one who had the vision for this. He's the only one who had the vision for that. So I don't know where we go from here. Actually, you don't have to dox yourself. There's 36 people in the chat. I'm just curious if you're willing to state the city. Well, I don't know if you want to do the city, but at least the country that you're in. Not farming for comments here, but I just do want to understand like where people are in the world and where people are specifically like in this YouTube community, because again, it's not that many people, but at the same time, if we want to start doing like events, like where would be the central hubs for those? All right, I do have to say thank you for the content, Aftersound. You're a treasure of the game. I do appreciate you. iHorse, I appreciate your passion. I don't always agree with you, and in fact, sometimes you get a little too aggressive for me, but I do appreciate your passion for the game. I think we're all trying to figure out what's best for it, and we might not agree, but hey, man, this is the thing. I was going to mention this on when I was talking with Tails last night, but it's like, bro, I came here to make money. I came here to make money, so I do care about all the ROI stuff. That's why most of my content is focused on that. But, you know, I understand they're like pivoting to more of the gameplay, and I've had to separate out the revenue generating side from the gameplay side. And that's the thing, right? Why am I not buying cards? Well, because I don't view cards as investment anymore. I view cards as entertainment. And the truth is, if I have a budget of, I don't know, X amount of dollars per month for entertainment, I mean, Splinterlands cards are good, but I like doing a lot of stuff in real life too. So I guess I could be spending, I don't know, $20 on cards. And I probably should have. Honestly, I probably should have over the past couple of months just to max out my Chaos Legion deck. But I haven't even been doing much from an entertainment standpoint either because I'm trying to stack Bitcoin. Any AMC theater? Wait, what are we talking about? I have the AMC pass. I want to go watch a movie. Has anybody... Okay, you know what? I know I'm going to open up a can of worms here. But has anybody seen the new Joker movie? Because I've heard terrible reviews. And then I've come across like specific Twitter threads saying like, yeah, it's like oversold at this point. It's not as bad as people are saying. And I really enjoyed the first one. I was very much looking forward to the second one. Please no spoilers for myself and anybody else in the chat. But I have this stupid AMC pass that I prepaid for 3 months, which is annoying. So I'm thinking that I'll go and watch it. It's just I can't get my money back, but I'm also now wondering if I should get my time or lose my time for it. I think it's like 2 hours or whatever, but DJ's in the house. Let's go. All right, we don't have enough liquidity for different formats. They just need to bring back caps. Allow people to choose what league to compete in and figure out how to prevent one BCX deck swarming diamond. Very straightforward. All right, thank you guys for doing the country stuff. So USA, Germany, Canada, Italy. Oh, Italy. I didn't know that, Pomp. Very cool. All right, London, Peru, Montana, Philippines. Wow. Okay, so I was thinking it was majority US and I know I'm grouping it all together, but Europe. But Peru, Philippines. I mean, I know there's a contingency in the Philippines, but very cool. Dang it, Mystic Force. I don't know what this flag is. I'm looking on the thing too. Hold on. This is how bad I am with flags. I'm gonna guess Mystic Force. Oh, I don't know what that flag is. I want to say like Sweden. No, Sweden's different color. Norway? No. Oh man. Mystic Force, please solve that. Or if anybody knows what Mystic Force's flag is, I feel like I've seen it everywhere. Is that England? I thought so, but it just... You know what? I'm an idiot. I don't know. I'm a dumb American. We don't know our geography. Haven't heard anything good, says Jim. So iHeart says, I've put every single dollar I have into crypto and Spillage for the last 3 years. Dude, okay, see, this is what I'm getting at, man. Just slow it down for a bit. I think you've bought enough. Let's wait to see how the game progresses from here before we do anything else. Banana says, I'm in the Midwestern US. Okay. Lots of folks there. Brazen Blake says AMC Pass is great. You know, it has been. The thing is, I did not go at all. So I've had this since early August, and I went to see like a bunch of movies in August because there was a ton that I was trying to catch up on. I did not use it at all in September, just scheduling and stuff. And I went and watched The Wild Robot this weekend with family, so that was good. But I think I need to watch like 2 movies a month in order for it to be, in order for it to pay for itself. So I don't know what else is coming out in October. But yeah. All right, so Vlogging says, I heard the new Joker movie is a musical. I will wait streaming service release. See, normally I would have done the same, but I have to go watch a movie to make it worthwhile. All right, Bulgaria. Very cool. Okay, looks like Calgary is in the middle. So meet at my place next July. Snowball says England. Okay, yeah, England, not the UK. England or Georgia. All right, thank you guys for helping me with my flag game here. All right, that's another thing. Get the Philippines back with the players. We spend money making bots. It's okay to give a few cents here and there. Keeps people on the chain. So for the folks from the Philippines, I know Jobby Saints, I don't know if he's still on, but Sudion, I'm going to go back to you. What's the vibe in the Philippines like? And I know it's not all like one big group of people, but how do we re-engage people in the Philippines? Because that was such a huge contingency from 2021 of people that like really enjoyed the game, were trying to scholar. And I know, like, you know, dollars go a lot further in other parts of the world. It's just right now we're not giving out dollars, we're giving out cents. Leandro's here. What's going on? Blockchain says bring on Weirbeard to work a day or two a week managing the championships. I mean, it has to be worthwhile for people, though. Where are these rewards coming from? I mean, don't get me wrong. I think the tournament system that we have right now, and I know I'm not trying to offend whoever designed it, but I think the tournament system that we have right now is awful. I don't know how else to say it, right? Like, Parallel gets so much traction from their $50,000 tournaments where they get, it's like an invitational and you got to be the best of the best. I mean, here, this is just a farm. People are literally just farming rewards. Like, there's $12,000 of rewards coming up over the next, I don't know, week plus. And it's like, if instead that $12,000 of SPS was actually used for the best, for the best and brightest to have like some kind of ghost card tournament. And I know that goes against the whole idea of it, but I don't know. It's just sad to me. Like, I don't even participate in tournaments anymore. Again, I'm not even against tournaments necessarily. It's just the way that it's done right now. It's so anticlimactic. You're taking one of the best aspects of this game, which is the competitive nature of it, and watering it down so much. Like I would say, like, I wanted to make people famous. I wanted to make the top tier players in this game famous. But most of the time, they just end up being nameless, faceless bots that, pocket the money and take off. And I don't know, maybe that's like a feature, not a bug when it comes to crypto. But I don't like it. All right, actually, I'd love to do a meetup in the Philippines, says Dragon. Cool. Studion says, if SPS pumps and people at least earn $10 a day, then hordes of Filipino players would swarm again. Huh. Okay. So how do we get there? What's $10 a day? Because here's the thing, Studion, I don't think we're that far away from it. I know it seems kind of outrageous, but you got the top players in the game, 35 SPS per win, times 12 wins per day, assuming they're not getting any of the energy. That's 420 SPS per day. So what does SPS need to be at in order for them to be winning $10? SPS needs to be at 2.3 cents, 2.4 cents. What did I just say earlier? If the team takes the 500K from Hive and buys SPS, they can 3x it from 0.75 to 2.25 cents. We'd be so close. People would be earning $10 a day. So close. Splinterfest in Philippines. Let's freaking go. Ultimate's from the Philippines as well. Very cool. Did not know that. Champion rewards are SPS, packs, unique championship glamour, titles, all from the DAO. Is that what you think should happen? I would like to play tournaments, but I agree that the system should be remade because it's confusing and bad. I just think we're giving away too much. Like, we're inflating SPS away to like for nothing. Like, we're not getting anything out of it. There's no marketing being done in the same way that you get with something like Parallel, where it's just like a big event and people come through. Bananas. I don't play tournaments either. The same people have been winning all of them for years. Yeah, sadly. Tuga Champs here. Hello. But the team isn't getting 500K. It's less, and it can't be used like that. I know, Tuga Champ. And I think I calculated it at $400,000. $400,000 buying of SPS would get us to 2.5 or 2.25 cents. I know. It sucks. Yo, what's up? Open the newer. Thanks for coming through. Blockchain Project says in-person tournaments would create a buzz and grow the community. I don't disagree. How can we do this though? Because I'm willing to facilitate some of it, right? As long as it's like easy to travel. And even here in the thing is the US is so big. If I was to host something in Texas, would people come? I don't know. If we do something in Philly next year, will people go? All right, Tuka Champ says, I honestly think we'll get there, despite disagreeing with many decisions and influence of many whales have currently. Yeah, I mean, I'm with you. I think rising tide raises all ships, so I do agree that we'll eventually get there. It's just, I wish we could get there on our own terms and not stumble our way. Blockchain says, do one in Philly with Matt to show up, one in Manila, and one in Europe somewhere cheap. Okay. So let me ask all the Europeans here. Where in Europe are we doing the Splinterfest meetup? Where would you guys be willing to travel to? That's cheap, apparently. I can see SPS at 5 or even 10 cents if the market is right. Yeah, same. Like I said, I think the market will lift everything up as long as the market goes up. But we should definitely be trying to clear out as much DEC as possible. Autolike from RedX, thank you for the support. International Travel Channel says not Germany. Okay. What's wrong with Germany? Europe is pretty much the same price all over. Fair. Germany is very expensive. Okay. Yeah, I feel sad. Not sad. I'm disappointed that I had the chance to go there while my brother was living there and I didn't take that opportunity. So he's no longer there, and now I have no reason to go. Yeah, not Germany. Czech Republic, maybe. Oh, I've never been. But I've heard good things. Poland or one of the Baltic states. Okay. Let's see. Where in Europe have I been? I've been to the UK. I think it's just the... Oh, I've been to Greece. So I've been to the UK, France, which is really just Paris, and Greece, which is really just Crete. And in the UK, it's only been London. I would love to travel more of the UK, actually. Actually, I don't know about right now. I keep seeing crazy stuff online. And I don't know how much of that is like stuff that's like blown out of proportion or if it's like legit crazy. Because like, you know, I'm from Chicago, and for the longest time, people would always say like, oh my God, Chicago's like the murder capital of the world. It's like terrible. And I'm like, yeah, okay. Like if you go to the hood, then yes, you're asking for trouble. But like, the other 80% of the city, like if you're there, it's fine. It's not a big deal, which might have changed because I haven't lived in Chicago in a couple of years now. And I'll be honest, every time I go back, and even when I'm hanging out in like the nicer parts of the city now, there's just something about the, this is a much broader topic, but it's like, I don't know, ask you guys. It feels like the desperation has gotten worse. Like and I'm coming at this from the fact that we all understand crypto, right? We all understand why Bitcoin, at least to a certain extent, why crypto, trying to get out of the traditional financial system, how inflation is essentially taking purchasing power away. People don't actually realize it. And that's what I mean when I say desperation seems to be on the rise. Like more people willing to do riskier things, aka crime, right? Because they're not able to meet their needs. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong, but That's not just a US thing. That's not just a Chicago thing. I feel like that's a worldwide thing. Everybody's printing money. All right, so hold on. Germany is relatively expensive and people are relatively unfriendly. Okay, wait, I have heard that. I heard Germans are very direct. All right, so Kazakh said cheap, friendly people, cheap but good beer. All right, good to know. I wouldn't travel outside my own country and maybe Spain. Oh, I've never been to Spain. I'd like to go. I just had a trip to Greece and spent significant money there. Portugal, maybe? I've never been to Portugal. Sounds nice. I've been to 16 European countries, I think. It's definitely cheaper if you go to Eastern Europe. Okay. Can I ask an honest question? What is the vibe about Americans there? Just in Europe in general. I don't know. It feels like the American stock is not as high as it used to be for obvious reasons. Part of me is like, I remember traveling to Asia, I don't know, like 10 plus years ago. And I don't know, there were just several situations, because the thing is, I'm not, Caucasian, I'm not white. So there were many times when people thought that I was a local, but then they'd find out that I was American, and all of a sudden there's like this, like, oh, okay, like, don't mess with him, or don't, I don't know, something. So I don't know, I still felt that in Asia to a certain extent. I don't know what it's like in Europe though. Because granted, I think people have lost respect for America in a lot of ways, which I wouldn't be surprised. But that might just be me projecting the own insecurities of, the faults of my country onto the rest of the world. All right, so who are the SPL community leaders up for a job in the Philippines and Europe? I don't know. But I'll say this. I mean, I would travel. I would travel to Europe to host something. I would travel to the Philippines too. Portugal is great as well. Would be fun. So everybody has to fly 4 to 5 hours to get there. I mean, Portugal is not centrally located though. That's the thing, right? DJ Splinterfest should piggyback on HiveFest. Have it a day or two before or after. Oh, that's not a bad idea, DJ. And then everybody goes to both. I wonder, do we know where HiveFest is next year? You watch too much TV after sound? Actually, I don't watch any TV. But I do see a lot of clips online. And I understand that so much is still sensationalized, not just on TV, but even in social media. Big support for Trump here in the UK. All right. Good to know. I wonder why. Man, you know what? I don't know if you guys would be down. I don't know how many people will be watching or paying attention, but I'm thinking of actually streaming the night of the election. And not even for political reasons. We're just going to watch, but I just want to see how the market's going to react. Like all of a sudden they're going to call a state and we're going to see like Bitcoin pop up, and then a state's going to be called and all of a sudden Bitcoin dips down. So I might just do that if people want to hang out on election night, because that's exactly 4 weeks from now. 28 days. 28 days. So Tuga Champ says, honestly, in Europe's media, we have a type of moral superiority over the USA, which is a reaction to USA simply being better at making money. As of now, I still agree with that. I think there's still a lot of opportunity here in the US, and I hope that doesn't change. All right, so German media is normally reporting pro-Democrats. Dark MAGA enters the game. Come here and vote Ike. Everyone else does. No one likes Trump in the UK. Okay, see, this is what I mean. How can you trust this? Someone says big support for Trump in the UK. Someone else says no one likes Trump in the UK. We'll just have to wait and see how the polls go. Actually, speaking of polls, I was watching I don't know, some Bitcoin podcast, and they were talking about like you really shouldn't be looking at the polls. You should be looking at the betting markets, because people are actually putting money on the line there, right? Polls, like, they can be fake. People can say something but mean another, or whatever the case is. But betting markets, there's money on the line. So I'm no longer. I stopped paying attention to polls in 2016 because they were all wrong. Every poll thought Hillary was going to run away with it, and then she didn't, and it was like, okay, well, now I can't trust polls because they were so abhorrently wrong. So now I'm just checking the betting markets, and I'm not a gambler, but it's weird that it's fun that I just keep on checking these betting markets. Dark Link, Shadow Mario. So Ike says we probably won't have passports to leave soon. The Labor government wants to restrict more than free speech. So see, I have seen stuff like that, which has been very disturbing to say the least. Yeah, I don't know. That sucks. Honestly, only the idiot middle class love Trump. Well, middle class is like most of the people, so I guess that's... All right, so are there already numbers on how well the 2 new cards will sell? I'm saying that no, I don't see any numbers. We haven't seen a significant move in DEC, Oscu, so I'm not as optimistic as many others. There's been a lot of folks here in the chat today saying that they're expecting it to do quite well. I don't think so. Sorry, I'm not sorry. When I say I don't think so, I'm not trying to be negative. I'm not seeing it yet. Hopefully that changes, but I'm just not seeing it yet. Banana says there's a Bitcoin documentary thing coming to HBO Max today. I saw the trailer for it too. I think I'll watch it. How about this? Let's all watch it today, and then we'll talk about it tomorrow. You should make election night political opinions gaming stream. I mean, hey, there's no such thing as bad press. I mean, I just figure we're gonna have fun with it. At this point, I don't know who's gonna win. I don't know what the future is. So I'm just trying to hang out with you guys on a night that's probably gonna be really tense for a lot of people. All right, too big to rig. That's all I'm saying. Won't be close. Tuga Champ says the European Union is always worried at regulating stuff instead of actually trying to innovate. They pass dumb laws like the one where every bottle now has to have a cap attached to it. Yeah, that's one of the things that I've changed my mind around a lot at is just regulation in general. It feels like it's gotten too big, too bureaucratic. It's funny though, he's a convicted criminal. Yeah, I know. The thing with the polls is they are meant to steer opinions, and 2, only a certain stupid subset of people will actually participate in them. That's my biggest thing. Like, they're so biased. Not like the pollsters, but it's only the people who like feel very, very strongly about like one side or another that want to like talk about it. I've never participated in a poll before. So I think that there's like a sample bias. The Democratic Party in the USA seems very strange to most Germans. You basically just vote 2 parties. Yeah, it's awful. I would love to have a more complicated... I know it sounds weird, but I would love to have a legitimate third party. But this is the biggest thing. I'm not trying to get political here, but I'm really, really disappointed with what the DNC did to RFK. And I was hoping that he would continue to run on his political, build a legitimate third party. Whether you agree with him or not, I just wanted to have another legitimate opinion, because like the Green Party's there, but the Green Party is like always there. And then, I don't know, it's not like changing much. There's 0 offered on Peak Monsters. Going for 25 BCX for Sneak Unit. I'm buying Max Rare, skipping the Legendary. Interesting. Okay. Yeah, that rare card is pretty solid. Okay, so some people are buying. You have it here. But my guess is that you guys already have the DEC that you need. In Germany, there are a lot of tiny parties that have to form coalitions with each other. Yeah, see, and that's what it comes down to. Compromise. Not just like you're either for this or against it. right? Everything here becomes so binary, which is really annoying. Legendary with reflection. I'm getting bribed to buy. Indeed. All right, Sudian says, I don't like to meddle with another country's affairs, but that border should be closed. Immigrants should pass through legal means. The fall of the U.S. is the fall of the modern world. Oh, big words. I don't disagree, though. Yeah, the border thing has been a pretty big issue. Or not for some people. All right, so we became overregulated the day they made us drink paper straws. True story, Dragon. A paper straw still packed in plastic. That's hilarious. Oh, we got a new follow on Twitch. Arnold J. What's going on? Are you one of the woke gang? Oh, you're not asking me. You're asking Open the Newer. Wow, did you come here just to get political, Arnold? That's hilarious. LOL, right. I ordered plastic straws from Amazon last week. That's hilarious. All right, prayers to Florida peeps. Take your seed phrases where you go. Yes, indeed. I don't know if anybody here is in Florida. Shout out to Tails, though, who is in Florida. Hope everybody stays safe. Dude, it looks insane. I heard already Category 3 will most likely strengthen to Category 4 and potentially even Category 5. Blockchain prices. Remember what the DNC did to Bernie? Dude, I know. Starting in 2016. It's a big issue for me. It's a big issue for me. All right, so Banana says, woo, I get some open chest for making it to Champion 2. Oh, I made it into Diamond 2 today. Very proud of myself. Got to open some chests. Opened up a couple epic cards, actually. I haven't even decided for sure which one of the legends I buy. I can only get one max copy. I think that rare one is going to be way more essential to the meta. Dual element. Well, I guess the other one's neutral, but cheap on the mana cost. Like, it's 4 mana, right? Yeah, I mean, this thing is going to be beast. Both of these elements, right? Death and fire have fantastic sneak units already that you can pair them up with. So he makes for a great sneak team. And then you can also combine them with someone like Lorcus. Create the ultimate sneak team. Tukachan says, I don't know if the USA system is better or worse. We've seen a lot of shit shows all over Europe as well. Sure, in theory, there should be compromise with the 7 or 8 parties that elect at least one. But in the end, what happens is that no one gets along and they all fight for their own interests and egos. Yeah, well, I don't know, man. I'm not a political expert. I'm not going to pretend to be one on TV. I just think that I hate this mentality that so many Americans have that are like deeply ingrained on the right or the left, where it's either like the whole you're with us or you're against us, right? It has not left any room for nuance, because I do consider myself independent or moderate or whatever it is. Like I find myself in the middle. There's a lot of things that I agree with that people would say would make me liberal, and there's a lot of things that I agree with that people would call me conservative, right? And I specifically say that and not using the terms Democrat and Republican, because those are just political parties, right? And when it just comes to like ideologies, there's certain things that I just stand in the middle on. And just the fact that it's like, oh, well, if you're going to be on this side, then you have to be for everything on this side. Or if you're going to be on the other side, you have to be for everything on the other side. It's so frustrating because neither of them are perfect. In fact, I don't like either of them. So it's just put me in a position now where it's like, what the hell? Dragon says, yeah, thoughts to everyone in Florida. Stay safe. It's not different in the rest of the world, though. Yeah, true. Good luck to Bananas for those reward chests. Man, I was really hoping yesterday would be the start of the Magic October bull run, but here we are with Bitcoin struggling. 62K. Oh, almost down to 61K. We're going to have to like buckle up and do this ourselves, guys. And with no major release coming now, with like a mini set or something, I don't know what drives it. Like, Land's not coming out till next year. Mini set's probably not happening. And if it does, like, is a mini set still going to happen this year? So let's just say, okay, I won't go as far as saying mini set won't happen, but mini set's definitely not happening this year, because Matt has to put in a proposal first, right, to see if people want it. We're already 1/4 of the way through. Well, we'll say we're 1 week through October. If Matt puts in the proposal today, we won't get clarity. I mean, we'll get clarity probably earlier, but the official proposal won't be done until the 4th week of October. At which point, I guess I can still see it happening, right? Maybe they have all of the assets and things ready to go, and they're able to get a pre-sale started in early September, not September, early like November, and launch it in December, something like that. Since we're on the political subject, the Splinterbolts, Splinterland bots are taking all our jobs. Not in Modern, although I keep running into a lot of similar accounts in Modern. There's the Mario accounts. And who else is there? And I'm trying to understand. I mean, I'm not saying that they're bots, but there's a lot of them. Hold on, where's it? And the Baby Shark bots, right? See, Baby Shark 013, Baby Shark 017. Like, I'm playing them back to back. But I don't know if you guys have come across the Mario bots, but I was doing a little research just to see, like, okay, the Mario bots are renting cards. They're renting like 500 DEC worth of cards every day. They don't have any SPS staked, or very little. And now I'm just trying to figure out if it's worthwhile for them to be playing at these levels, because the amount that you'd be spending, right, 500 to 600 DEC a day on cards. I don't know how much DEC per day on SPS rentals, if that's what they're doing. And they're winning, I don't know, let's see. Well, let's see, how much is Baby Shark winning? The Marios I saw were winning like 6 to 7 SPS a day. Like, that's not much. Let's see, Baby Shark is winning 8.2. Just doesn't seem worth it, like, from an extraction perspective, right? Because I was trying to see, like, okay, if they cover all of their expenses, how much are they walking away with? And then I was doing the math, and I'm like, I don't think they're even covering their expenses. All right, let's play a quick battle, and then shoot, it is already 1 o'clock here. Oh my goodness, I have too much fun with you guys. What shall we do? I don't think I'm doing the right thing, but you know what? Let's get rid of Yasik. Let's do this, I guess. Mainly because I want him and him. Whoopsies. All right, let's see how this goes. All right, while that's loading. All right, Bull Run says, Con, what's going on? There's a bit of time. I need to catch up on everything that's going on moon carts wise, because it sounds like you guys are changing things around next season, which is probably good for the game, bad for me. Our Banana says, I didn't get to actually open the chest. I looked at Peak Monsters. I got a legendary. Wow, legendary and 2 epics. Well done. Politics in Canada is equally polarizing as the USA. People need to learn to meet in the middle. I agree. I think most people are in the middle, man. Grats with a banana. Mini set 100% isn't coming out in 2024. Do you know that? Or, I mean, I agree with you. I just haven't heard it anywhere. I'm just speculating. Matt doesn't need a proposal to launch a mini set. He can do it, but he doesn't have to. Well, I think he wants to get paid by the DAO, similar to what the other games did. Sorry, not the other games. Like the Hall of Legends promo and the Rebellion set. I think I lost this. Yeah, see. Because now my Blight's going to be all alone. Oh, man. And he's going to be able to knock me with that. Yeah, we lost. Damn it. Unless... All right, are we back? No. I think we are. My computer's not handling it well. All right, are we back yet? I think so. All right, we're going to close this out soon. So, oh shoot, it just loaded a bunch of comments. All right, so let me make it through the rest of these comments and we'll call it a day. I do think that they probably have something ready. My guess is that whatever they're preparing for the mini set, if they don't end up using that, they will just roll that over to the main set, next core set. Vlog says, I just heard from ChatGPT that level 5 Hurricane will flatten buildings. No wonder people are fleeing. Yeah, it's kind of scary. Bolts, Shadows, Mario's off to work. See you later, Gathering. Yeah, I can't see any set coming on 2024. Oh, sorry, just opinion on the mini set. Mini or core. All right, so Mooncarts from Khan says, is working on balancing of game stats. That seems to be tricky, so taking a lot more time than anticipated. This will come with bug fixes, and hopefully we can slide in leaderboard rewards. Is that for orbitals? That'd be awesome. Explain one of the woke for me. I don't think you're talking to me. So I'm getting back into Mooncarts again now. Oh, we should have done some Mooncarts racing. That's also a trick question, because even if I said yes, does that mean you're sleeping? Two perspectives. I see it. I even bought a controller to race, but better, but I haven't figured out how to use it yet. I don't know if it's allowed. Yeah, I see some people have figured it out. Not sure how it works. Oh, okay, so it is. Mostly woke people I know about Bitcoin and made loads of money. Also, okay. I don't know. I don't think Arnold's responding to you anymore, but you guys keep at it. All right, so what do you think about the team selling the chance to design cards? Not abilities or stats, but name and art. They could all be types of cards, core sets, rewards, promo, and different rarities. I think the team should have done this for this Hall of Legends promo. That would have been a perfect opportunity. You probably could have made, I don't know, a couple $1,000 from it. Maybe more than that, right? And like in return, those people get a max copy of the card for free, or like it's just included in their in the cost. Yes, rewards for orbitals leaderboards and also for ranked leaderboard. Oh, nice. Okay, cool. More Mooncarts stuff coming soon, guys. All right, I'm gonna hop off. This is super fun. I only like to do 1 hour live streams, and somehow we were on here for 1 hour and 40 minutes. So it feels just like the old days, which is fun. But that's all I have for you guys. Except Banana says, when you let people design cars, you get kitties and tofu and squirrels. True. I just noticed his message, so I gave some knowledge to think about. I bet I was wondering which one it is. All right, fair enough. You guys do your thing. All right, have an amazing rest of your day. I'll catch up with you all soon. More content coming later. Peace.